Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, France to Australia in little bits trip. We're starting off in Dammam where we landed yesterday. We're going to have a look at the coast of Saudi Arabia here at Dammam, past the King Abdulaziz Airport, across the water over to Bahrain. A couple of points along Bahrain, let's have a look at it until we're at the bottom of Bahrain. And what OBBS, it just says Bahrain Airport, so let's go. Alright programs, we're at King Fahd International Airport in Dammam, and it's off. Finally a bit of a tourist leg where we'll get to see some coast and Bahrain, something I've wanted to have a look at for a while now. I knew some people who lived in Bahrain. Don't know where, it doesn't seem like a very big island. We're going to do a little bit of Saudi Arabia and pretty much the whole island of Bahrain in within half an hour, so itsy bitsy spider island. Itsy bitsy anyway. That flaps up, we're almost at the white already. Let's go to our 179 that it wants us to do, to climb for a bit. Lovely day here in, what is it? 1:47 PM local time in Saudi Arabia. We've finally made it to the east coast after a couple of long hauls over the desert the last few legs. Looking rather green over here, quite lush. Almost a golf course down there with its bunkers. Why has this purple arrow not decided to move on yet? I ask you? Let's go, purple arrow. Thank you, purple arrow. So now we want 95 degrees for 5 minutes 36 on our way to Dammam, which I believe is just the town of Dammam, of which the airport we were just at belongs to it. Yes, the grammar there was completely rubbish. So sue me. Let's see here. I want to get back to the purple line. But there's a nice big highway to follow. Is there anything else over here to follow? I assume this highway is going to where we're going. I think it is. And there isn't another one. So we'll just, you know, we'll stay about here. We'll follow the highway. There's bound to be stuff off the highway to have a look at. Co-pilot, will you stop babbling with ATC, please? Oh, it's about time I put the trimming down. Get some level flight going. Squawk 5041 Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11. Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11 radar contact 4 miles southeast of King Fahd, 2,700 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. King Fahd. Navigation. Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11. We've got a lot of this, perhaps there's not even photography here. I mean, it could be redacted or something, but algorithms just randomly putting desert in. But it's got nothing better to do, apparently. So I'm hoping, well, I'm not hoping it's going to be. The next few legs are going to be quite touristy while we escape the zombie hordes. We've got Bahrain, which is a fairly affluent island, I think. Country, island. Obviously this part of, well, all of Saudi Arabia except the vast desert is affluent. Very rich country, just also very large and very inhabitable for the most part. the Arabian Desert, which takes up the majority of this peninsula. Dammam. I know the name Dammam, but I don't know anything about it. It looks like a pretty big city. Pretty damn large. We've got this stuff going on. Why? Why are there marked out roads and things, and yet no buildings either put in via the algorithm or even visible from the photography? Perhaps it's just bad photography. Perhaps this is where they're going to build a suburb. Must be what it is. There are, a couple of little shacks and trailers or something. Weird little section going on here too. Some kind of maze going on over here. Wow. All sorts of interesting things here. Bit of a reservoir. Bit of a... This feels like when you're making SimCity, you've filled all this out and now you're starting to make a new industrial area over here. But it's not developing it well enough, and so it's sort of being abandoned.
Rover Zulu Alpha 11 contact approach on 124.1. Good day.
Good day.
Going to 124.1 shafts Rover Zulu Alpha 11. Approach shafts Rover Zulu Alpha 112,800 feet.
Look at the size of this city. The toxicity of the city. Of the city. Rules are, do not sing System of a Down, don't have the range, or Queen, or Guns N' Roses for that matter, or Faith No More. Their singers have incredible range, as do their songs. Just stay away from them. A little garden inside a square, inside a bunch of buildings there. Not a lot of greenery. There's a nice big park here, I guess. I mean, I guess we are in a desert, so, water is precious. All these huge freeway and interchanges and off-ramps and things. It's pretty impressive. Where's our custom point? In the middle of it all. Well, I'm going to sort of head over here towards the harbour. See what interesting things they have over there. Kind of, I don't know what that would be. Almost looks like a bull ring or something. I don't think it is. Perhaps that's where they do some kind of exhibitions of some sort, perhaps. Who knows? What knows? The purple arrow, because I've come a little bit to the right of the custom marker, has decided it's not going to move on. So we're going to have to come fly back over here to the purple arrow, to the custom marker. So I missed it by a metre or two. Anyway, gives us a good opportunity to look more of the city. Football field down there, that's good to see. Looks like some kind of government building there. I don't know what's going on here. It's a quarry or something. There we go. Purple arrow's now happy. And we want 153 for 3:33 as we fly over King Abdulaziz Airport. We set our clock at 3:33. There's the airport over there. I can see it. Let's have a look below us for a bit. See what interesting things we can see. Little gardens. Kind of strange algorithm putting a bridge there, but then we haven't got any... This says to me that the photography is just really bad. You can't figure out there's a road there. It's just come across as a grey blur. Another football field. Another big highway interchange. What do you want to call it? Freeway interchange. We've got a big circular compound over here. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Pretty damn cool. That's good. I like that. I like that they've put some nice landscaping around their ridiculous amounts of freeways and roads. Shows at least some admiration for the natural world that has been completely enveloped by the man-made one. Weird little, you know, self-contained estates here, I would think. I do remember reading that part of the reason the Arab Spring happened was because people suddenly had access to Google Earth images, and that they could see that they were living in abject desert poverty, and then just across the fences that they couldn't see over, but could now see because of the aerial photography, was just lush greenness. I feel like we can see a little bit of that going on here. It's all very nice and rich and green and everything here, and then, you know, the outskirts are... But that's like that everywhere, come on. Did you not know that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? We've got football fields everywhere. How are we doing here? So this is the airport, and our basically our waypoint. We wait for Purple Arrow to be satisfied, which it rarely is, but you know, we can only hope. So Dammam is so big it needs 2 international airports, it seems. And why not? Why is there a big reservoir of water next to the airport? What's that all about? Alright, it's time to go for a swim, in the sort of aerial sense, and say goodbye to Saudi Arabia after some very pleasant days looking at desert, and, well, the highlight was Mecca for me. I had no idea about that giant clock tower that they've got. Apparently the 4th tallest building in the world. 4th or 5th, something like that. It's, I think, 600 meters high. Insane. No, and I've never seen it before. I'm sure of it. I think I would have noticed it before, but there you go. My ignorance knows no bounds. Alright, we're heading all the way across the water to Bahrain, but then even to the other side of Bahrain, and we're going to have a quick visit of Al Murahak, which I think is an airport at the top right of Bahrain. Meanwhile, we're definitely going to follow this road that goes over the sea here. Even though it's not quite on our... look at this harbour here. It's insane. It's amazing. Beautiful. I guess that's where all the cruise ships come in. Although if that were the case, we'd be able to see one, surely, in the aerial photography. Usually you can see a boat or two. But they see nothing. They were all away that day. So be it. Alright, we're going to go over this little island, follow the incredibly long bridge over the water to the island that has nothing on it. You'd think they'd build a truck stop there or something at least. Although what I'm seeing here is it goes to the next island and then stops. I guess they're going to eventually... Oh no, there's another bridge there. So, wow, you can actually drive to Bahrain from Saudi Arabia. That's kind of cool. In a sort of completely destructive of natural environment kind of a way, but you know, you could drive there. Wow. And then we have got an island that's probably got, looks like it's got some buildings and things on it. It's a place to stop, have a nice, you know, have a nice lunch. A quick look back at Dammam. Hello, bye Saudi Arabia, bye. Love you. But the zombie hordes are coming, you better get a move on. We all know Australia's the only safe place because there's so many deadly animals, the zombies don't want to go there. Lol. Not true, but hey, that's the law we're going with. Cane toads, the natural enemy of the zombie. Does this look like restaurants and things like... Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly. Here we go again. This is a border crossing. Border crossing on an island. Nutty. Love it. Anyway, I wonder if these are like restaurants. Can you imagine sitting on this restaurant and then looking out over, you know, we've got one country on one side, we've got... Ah, it'd be awesome. Why don't just sitting there in a tiny little island, middle of nowhere. There we go, this bridge continues across to this other island. And then across to Bahrain. Doesn't look like there's much on, you know, they should put an airport on here. It's a perfect spot for an airport. You know? Absolutely perfect spot for an airport. Away from the everything else. Nice and flat. You've got the road that takes you either into Bahrain or Dammam. Bahrain approach, huh?
127.85 Chaps Rover Zulu Alpha 11. Bahrain approach, Chaps Rover Zulu Alpha 11 3,500 feet.
Chaps Rover Zulu Alpha 11 Bahrain approach QNH 29.907 continue as planned.
Yeah, this resort just sitting out here, it's got its own road to it as well. Another spot that would be pretty cool. To just sit back, look out over the vast sea here with the two countries on either side. Yes. Now, the issue is, because I went so far right, I now have no vision of the line. Yeah, okay, so we're actually heading up, I think we're heading up to this island here and then zooming down through all of Bahrain. It was probably a little bit not necessary to do the entire country of Bahrain, but it all fit in within half an hour, so why the fuck not? It's not very big at all. I had the impression Bahrain was much bigger than this, but there you go. There is not much to it. Big city up here. Big industrial area on all the islands over here, including some, no, maybe not industrial, maybe residential. Fanning out amongst, taking up all the space they possibly can, presumably. When you have such a small island, that's all you can do, and once you've filled up all the space, you're going to have to go up. Lose a bit of height. No, but we'll be gradually getting higher for some reason. I think it's because there's a fairly strong tailwind. That makes sense. And yeah, I'm going to get a bit closer to what we can see. Well, could have absolutely cut the corner. I'm not sure why I picked this airport up on this extra island up here, but anyway, I did. I did. Why not? You live with your decisions. We're going to be able to see this. I think this is Manama. Have a good look at this city. Have a good look at their resorts on the beaches here. Looking out over what I assume is, what, the Arabian Sea? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know my seas, especially this part of the world. Giant crab-shaped thing that they've put there. I guess is to have a huge beach in a circle like that. That's cool. I like that idea. A lot of work to do it though. I guess Bahrain don't care. Bahrain got money. Bahrain got hella money.
And maintain 1,500 feet.
Alright, so this is Al Muharrak, which I think that might be just the name of the airport. There was a name under here, I didn't write it down. So this city also has a name that is different from Manama. This just absolute dense city sitting on a small island off a small island. Amazing. Amazing. I know absolutely nothing about Bahrain, to be perfectly honest with you.
Traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 6,900 feet to nearest. Report them in sight.
Report them in sight.
Zulu Alpha.
No,
1-1
my
traffic in sight.
co-pilots managed to see it. We're all good. Alright, Purple Arrow should be happy by now. We're over the airport. Come on, Purple Arrow. Thank you, Purple Arrow. We're going to loop around now. Have a look at this football field that we can see. We want 222 for 239.
Contact Bahrain Tower on 118.5 when inbound on the approach.
Hello, football field. Hello with you to you. Okay, we've lost enough light now. Let's control that a little bit. Looking great in the winter sun here. What's the temperature here? 18 degrees. December, I don't even know what are we, December 20, and it's 18 degrees here. Wow. That's warm for winter. You'd think that here on the sea, where there'd be a bit of, you know, sea breeze cooling things down, maybe. I can believe 20 degrees in the middle of the desert of Saudi Arabia, but here, 20 degrees basically, middle of winter? That's insane. It must just get to... Well, I know. Like I said, I had friends who lived in Bahrain. And yeah, they couldn't really go outside in summer. Like fucking 40 plus degrees every day. Damn. Look at this huge... this is Manama. Mana. Dun, da, 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 da. Big government building, no doubt there. Home of the local authorities, no doubt. Have a look around. Got a bunch of little islands and peninsulas and isthmus and things over there. Don't even know what an isthmus is, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway. Some kind of watery landmark, I think. Yes. Alright. Job done. about to hit the custom point. No chai put, just south of the Manama main CBD. There we go. Purple arrow is happy. Football fields galore. Obviously Bahrain has plenty of football as well. Let's see, 2:03 for 2 minutes 17. Al Malikia, just down here by the west coast of this mini little island. It is an entire country. Football stadium, football district over here, a couple of fields going on. A bit more city over there.
Bahrain approach Etihad 371 is missed approach at Bahrain.
Oh no, already had 371.
You are 2 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Expect ILS runway 12 left approach by Bravo Hotel Romeo transition. Cleared to Bravo Hotel Romeo.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Etihad 371.
Maintain 2,500 feet. Expect ILS runway 12 left approach by Bravo Hotel Romeo transition. Cleared to Bravo Hotel Romeo Etihad 371.
Yes, indeed. What's going on here? Why is this? Is this some kind of bushlands or something? Don't know what's going on there at all. Kind of strange rock formations. Alright, so this must be Al Malikaya here. Not bad at all. Okay, so what's next? 146 for 127. Sakia Airport. I'd already noticed it. There it is. Oh, 371. You're causing trouble. You're causing trouble. Hurry up and land. Hurry up and land. So it seems to me that on this island that is so small, there is at least 3 airports. We've gone over one, this is another one, and we're going to be landing at one further down. There's more airports than there are people. And then, yeah, I didn't even realise this. The entire north is just one city, and then the south is nothing. What's going on here? Where do they get their food from? There's no farms or anything. I mean, maybe the odd tiny farm, but are they completely reliant on other countries to feed them? How did this place ever get set up in the first place?
Etihad 371, please expedite your descent. 2,500 feet.
Come on, Etihad 371. Get your shit together. Is this a race course, perhaps? I think it is. I think it is. I do feel like I've heard Bahrain is on a circuit, maybe the F1 circuit. I don't really follow that though, to be honest. Which will mean that's the second F1 track that we've been to. Well, third. Did we go over Monaco? I think we went over Monaco, didn't we? We started at an F1 track in Le Castellet. That's where we started this nonsense. 37 episodes ago. Anyway, 2:16 for 1:30. We're going to Jazeera Beach. I wanted to see what this beach, why it had its own name. All the way down here. We've got a resort sitting in the middle of nowhere here. Kind of weird spot for it, if you ask me. Why not put it down near the water? I guess it's not far. You could probably walk from there to there. Let's have a look at Jazeera Beach. Jazeera Beach, perhaps. Jazeaer. Jazeera.
Etihad 371, contact Bahrain Center on 126.7.
Oh, they've lost every Etihad 371. You know, I don't care. Why am I hearing this nonsense?
126.7 Etihad 371.
No, he got told to piss off to another radio frequency, and he did so. The fool. Go on down there, another kind of compound resort, perhaps. There we go. There's a bunch of houses right on the beach, and that's it. Nothing else over here. Nothing else. Anyway, it's time to turn. Bahrain's quite interesting. I had no idea it was this small. I had it in my head that it was much bigger than this. You could probably walk. You could certainly, within a day, drive around the whole thing. You can fly it. If you could fly the whole thing within 15 minutes, because I mean, and you know, it's not even a straight line. I've been zigzagging here. You can almost certainly drive the whole thing within a couple of hours, if that. You'd probably walk the top to the bottom of Bahrain in a day or two. Anyway, we're going via 1 minute, what is it, 88 degrees, yes, for 131 to Rifa, some little town just ahead of the airport here, to get us in the right spot to land at the airport that we can already see over there, which is just listed as Bahrain Airport. I don't think it is Bahrain Airport. I'm sure it has some other name, but Big Maps doesn't know that apparently. It's probably worth even talking to them now, so let's go. What do I want? OBBS 2.
Tower Chas Rover Zulu Alpha, 115 miles northwest, 3,600 feet to land.
Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11 Tower.
15 left. Okay,
0.00 wind
let's go.
16
Rifa is here somewhere. It's just this town on the beach, I think.
Make straight in runway 15.
Excuse me.
Alpha 11.
I'm allergic to this part of
Rover Zulu Alpha 11 wind 16
Bahrain,
at
apparently.
15. Cleared to land runway 15 left.
Cleared to land
Alright, let's get our flaps down. Let's get our gear down.
Alpha 11.
Let's trim back a bit. I think we're good. I think we're losing enough height for now. Let's get our camera work set up so that we're not pressing too many buttons while landing. Oh, I see. That's why. So it actually says ISA Airbase. That it tells me who I'm talking to on the radio frequency. There you go. This is actually a military airbase, probably. Well, I didn't know that. It didn't tell me that. The zombie apocalypse, all rules are out the window. If it's a runway I can land on and get some fuel to move on, then that's what we're going to do. Right, we're coming in a bit short, so we'll give it a bit of oomph. Bit of the old oomph. And the best part about all of this, we can now say we've seen all of Bahrain. No one can say we didn't. Alright, looking good enough for me. Bit of a crosswind. Not too much of a problem. Hello ISA Airbase. Hope you're all well. Hope you're prepared for the incoming hordes of zombies. If needs be, I can recommend cane toads. They work wonders against them. Boom. Boom. We have arrived in Bahrain, having seen all of it.
Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11
And saying goodbye to Nearest taxiway? No. I'm leaving the plane here. We've got to be ready to go. We've got to be ready to go in case the zombies arrive. You know what? That's the rules. I hope you enjoyed that. That was leg 37 of our trip. We've said goodbye to Saudi Arabia, hello Bahrain, and it's on to the next, the UAE I think next. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.